Oh, God.
Now the entertainment for the evening. So when Ben asked me to be his best man, I knew I had to do a toast. So I did my homework and I was able to find an old wedding etiquette book. And it said the best man toast should last as long as the groom can make love. Thanks, folks. It's great to see you. Maybe another 30 seconds, we'll keep going. Let me really begin by saying how lovely all the bridesmaids look, and we should give them a round of applause. They did a tremendous job helping Lindsey, a beautiful bride. Round of applause for Lindsey. I'm sure all the gentlemen here will agree that it's kind of a sad day because we lost another single beauty. I'm pretty sure the ladies will agree that today's a pretty typical Saturday. But I mean, what can you say about a man who came from humble beginnings? He's now quickly rising to the top of his life. He's finding success just on his pure intelligence, his grit, his willpower. He's beginning to distinguish himself amongst his peers, and no one can say a bad word against him. That's enough about Mike D. I'm here to talk about Ben. I told you I'd work here, man. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gary, and I'm representing the category of Best Man tonight. And when Ben asked me to be his best man, I was humble. Because it's not really a title that's fitting for me. Previously I've only been known as a good guy. But then I thought about it and I said, hey, finally, some recognition. But really the focus today is not on me, but rather on a few special people. And hopefully as the night goes on, you guys will be able to talk with them and share the special night. I'm of course referring to the bar staff. I think they've done a tremendous job. A little bit about Ben. Ben was born February 17th, 1983. I tried to figure out if there was some historical event on that day, but it seemed really nothing else happened. But the staff at Riverside General, they still refer to that day as Ugly Thursday. Ben got a little older and he went to kindergarten, and he was kind of a slow starter. He was different than the other 5-year-olds. He was 11. He's always been tall for his age. Now I've known Ben since the 7th grade, and at that time Ben had a backpack the size of checked luggage. I mean, he was really into professional wrestling, and I know this is going to come as a shock. He was not in a relationship. But I don't think it's needless to say, we didn't really hang out much back then. But Ben got older, he finally, hit puberty and started shaving when we hit junior year of high school, and that's when we really became best friends. Ben and I tried to start a band in high school, but seeing as I couldn't play an instrument, and neither one of us was much of a singer, we decided to make it really funny and intelligent in order to get the leads. But I can honestly say that in all my years of friendship, I've never heard anyone question Ben's intelligence. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I never heard anyone even mention any intelligence. But we've been there for a lot of big moments: high school graduations, getting your driver's license, first cars, first drinks in life. Ben was there when I left for college, and I was there when he left for basic training. And we've been through it all, including when he met the love of his life, Lindsey. And so I gotta say some stuff about Lindsey. Lindsey's warm, she's loving. I love her laugh, it makes me laugh. And she makes Ben a very, very lucky man. I can honestly say I've never seen Ben happier than he is since he's Now, of course, if the Chargers win the Super Bowl, that statement may need to be revised. But in all seriousness, Lindsey, you're a very special girl. And Ben, I know, will spend a lifetime working to be the perfect husband for you. Ben's passionate, he's devoted, he's caring, and he's committed in anything that he does. And I know he will carry those same traits into his new role as your husband. Now, some of you may not know the story of how Ben and Lindsey met. But Ben and Lindsey began the relationship, like many young lovebirds, by spending almost every moment together, during which time Lindsey tried to decide if she could do any better. But it all really started at this really high-end nightclub. Some of you may have heard of it. The Brandon Iron. And I mean, it's like a fairy tale, you know, and no one really knows what started the attraction. I mean, it could have been the way Lindsey rode the mechanical bull, or Ben doing the electric slide, his bareback chaps. I mean, I don't know. You know, if it's a Saturday, that's probably the case. But either way, there was a spark, and the era of Ben and Lindsey had begun. You know, recently I talked to Ben. And I asked him, I said, hey, you know, what do you want to get from your marriage? You know, what do you want to do? And he said, well, I want to be a model husband, a model citizen, and I want to be a model lover. Now, I don't have a great vocabulary, so I went home and I looked up model in the dictionary, and it said, a small miniature replica of the But really, you know, I'd like to say I'm honored. I'll get emotional now, so bear with me. To be Ben's best man and his friend. You know, I met him in 7th grade. It's hard to believe when you meet somebody when you're, you know, this 12-year-old awkward kid that wouldn't even be at their wedding. But it's amazing to see them, Ben and Lindsey, join your lives together. And so it's customary, I guess, for the best man to offer some well wishes. And so I found this quote and I wanted to share it with you guys. This is my wish for you. Comfort on difficult days. Smiles when sadness intrudes. Rainbows to fall the clouds. Laughter to kiss your lips. Sunsets to warm your heart. Hugs when spirits sag. Beauty for your eyes to see. Friendships to brighten your being. Faith so that you can believe. Confidence for when you doubt. Courage to know yourself. Patience to accept the truth. And love to complete your life. So ladies and gentlemen, if you would all stand and raise your glasses, it's my pleasure to raise a toast and best wishes to Mr. and Mrs. Ben Sparkman.